Go ahead, Kate. Do your old.
All right, friend. Right hand up.
Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me.
So what we going by?
Keke the Great.
Keke the Great.
Yeah.
All right, Keke the Great, the greatest. Do you solemnly agree that we have your permission to put this across all of our social media platforms?
Absolutely.
Is there anything that is off limits you don't want us to bring up, ask you, anything?
Nothing that I could think of.
Okay. If we do bring up something that you are uncomfortable with, you understand you can tell us that we're not going to talk about it. You pass. We're going to move on.
Oh, I'm going to do that. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's get it.
All right.
Okay, literally is no pressure. I'm your host, Bangem Bugg.
It's your girl, Just K for real.
And we got a special guest.
Yes.
Well, she already introduced herself, so I guess kind of tell everybody where you're originally from.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Ooh, I love y'all.
Straight Cajun, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know. Born and raised, but I've been out here in Georgia for about 9 years, though, so. But I still rep my city. Saints, who that all day.
Okay, that's my man favorite team.
Oh, yeah, who that?
Y'all here in New Orleans, now I ain't hear it first.
Right, she turned it on.
Yeah. So you grew up with both of your parents?
No. One.
One.
My mom.
And so what's your relationship like with your dad?
My relationship with my dad, we cool. He called me his nigga.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm his nigga.
Do you like that? Because you sound like
I like that because you know we came a long way. You know he didn't really do what he had to do at the beginning, but after a while, you know, I had to become forgiving, which is hard for most women out here to become forgiving.
Sure.
But I had to, you know, that's something you got to work on from the inside. Nobody ain't born with that shit. But I had to work on that shit, and once I did, we grew our bond, our relationship, and it's been unbreakable. So, and we gonna rock with it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so you married, right?
Yeah, I'm married.
Yeah, so you to a woman, right?
Yes.
So you seem feminine, like you like men a little bit. So do you like men at all?
I can't just embrace my sexuality, my femininity. I can't embrace that. What I like in men?
I'm just wondering.
No, but I don't like men.
At all?
I'm a complete 100% lesbo.
Okay.
You tried it?
Lesbo. Long time ago, but we ain't gonna get into that.
Okay, all right. Well, at least you tried.
Well, yeah, you know, you gotta try. You gotta test the waters first to see if you like it or not. But nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Respect.
Okay, so give me something about like a good marriage moment and probably like one of the worst.
Ooh, a good marriage moment? Shit, man, I guess I'm gonna say the honeymoon. You know, going to Miami. And what made it a good marriage moment is because my wife, she conservative on most days, but then some days she matched my energy and be dumb as fuck sometimes. My wife, she was so excited to be out there in Miami, right? She wore a bikini one morning, and I'm like, babe, let's go see the city. Let's go around, you know, the Jamaican area, whatnot. So we pulling away from the beach, but she like, nah, I'm gonna wear my bikini. I'm like, you shouldn't do that. So we go to this restaurant, right? Mind you, we don't realize it's a family restaurant. So you got 8-year-olds coming up in there, they looking at it like she crazy. Then to top it off, she got the whole beach hat on the side, tilted, like she in church. That motherfucker look church made, you know? And I'm like, I told your ass not to come like that. But those memories right there, that's just a bit of the moments. And then I'm scared of heights, so she did something with me on the 10th floor, and that broke my little fear a little bit.
Come on, did something on the 10th floor.
It broke my little fear a little bit. I was looking out into the ocean. I felt like I was Jack from Titanic, no lie. I'm the king of the world.
I'm not.
But that held a special memory for me. And you also said a worse?
Yeah.
Shit. Let's see. A worse memory just from being married. That complication hump. That hump that you don't see coming from year 1, year 2, year 3. Because you see all the glorification and the beauty and all that into everything. But when that hump comes, sometimes you feel like you can't get over that motherfucker. But when you get over that motherfucker, so I see, it seems like the worst situation still became a good situation because it takes 2 people to climb that mountain together. You gotta, either one gotta pull you up The other one got to be climbing.
Mhm.
But it takes two. And when you get to that knowledge and understanding, it becomes a beautiful thing.
So it's like, is it like you just get tired of being around a person, or just like what usually causes
It's
it?
just the things that you start noticing, like shit. It could be something simple as I didn't know you fucking snored at night. You know, I didn't know that shit before. You should have told me that shit prior to, because I don't want to hear that shit. I had to buy nose strips and all that shit. That shit wasn't even working. And you know, it's gonna be differences opposed to we have kids, raising children. That's not easy.
That's what I was going to ask when you said that complication hump. Because, like, when I was in school, that was what we learned. Is like, as soon as you have kids, in marriages, that's the point where marriages hit the downward spiral.
Right. Well, see, she came with kids. She came with the package deal. So, you know, you got to deal with outside sources. And those sources, you know, they toxic. That's why those sources was left. So, but now you got to still kind of have some involvement with that. And it's so toxic to where it's like, okay, we got to find a middle ground somewhere, some understanding. Because if not, it's going to deteriorate everything.
Was that that was out the gate, like with y'all being together, or was like, okay, y'all married now, and that became an issue? Oh no, it's been together, man, since we've been together. How long y'all been married?
Oh, we've been married 5 years, but we've been together 10.
Oh wow, that's
10
good.
years, yeah.
So out 10 years ago, he was like, oh hell nah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was it because of like y'all being together because y'all females?
Well, it never been said, but I'm sure it had everything to do with it. You know, you feel like you demasculated.
You less than a man.
Yeah, you know, at that moment, and here I am, not even trying to do that to you. I saw a beautiful queen that needed love, and I provided love. Everybody deserves love. You don't just leave her stranded like that.
Right.
You know, you gotta take care of your responsibility, and what you won't do, somebody else will. Plain and simple.
Okay, so is it harder to be with somebody who might be bisexual, like in a gay relationship?
Well, when I was younger, that's everything that we always talked about. We don't want no bisexuals. They always go back to the man and all that, yada, yada, yada. With my wife, it was different. Her conversation was different. Her delivery on things was different. I guess she made me trust her to the point where I don't have to worry about that. You know, she made me feel more secure about myself as she does of herself. So, you know, we don't, you know, I don't really care about the fact that she's bisexual. And then again, I'm saying that, but she would say she's not bisexual. She stopped being bisexual 10 years ago is what she'll say, when she fell in love with me. And that's when she actually became open to everybody, when she met me, because, you know, I put that.
Okay.
Yeah, I put that
okay.
She said, I got that.
So with women, like, do you use like a one line, or is it just like conversation?
One line, Lord, you trying to take me back to them days, boy.
The player.
I'm gonna tell you what line I used to use. Oh Lord, I'm opening up to y'all for real. I hope you appreciate this shit, man. I hope you appreciate that shit.
Just don't call us later and tell us we can't tell nobody.
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, I'm a very open person. I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
Birthday just passed. I'm
Happy
very
birthday.
open. Thank you, baby. I'm very open. Everybody should be a little bit. You never know. You never know. It heals. It heals. But how I used to approach women back in my day, because he trying to get a nigga twisted. How you approach women. I don't approach no damn women today. I'm married. Thank you. I used to approach women back in the day was, I didn't know whether or not they were straight or not. You know, that's a hard thing to determine when you know, you're the kind of dominant one and you're looking for a more female type. That's hard as hell to determine back in the day. So I'll just go up to anybody. But I had a way of doing so, and I'll be like, excuse me, ma'am. How you doing? I just want to let you know that you're very beautiful, and I want to know if you was into women. Either they'll decline and say, oh no, I'm not into women, but thank you. I already kind of gained their grace a little bit because they, you know, they flattered. They flattered because I'm keeping a distance. I ain't gonna walk up on you. I'm not gonna enter into your space. I'm gonna treat you like a queen and also walk away and treat you like a queen too. Either they go say, oh, well, you know, what's your name? Or it's just gonna be the end of that. And that's how I used to do it.
How many times did you get, well, I'm not gay, but...
I got that a lot.
Okay.
I was a pretty good charmer. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So give me a traumatic experience you had as a child.
Oh shit. As a child, let me see which one. Shit. I mean, I guess the most traumatic experience was. Okay, I'll take it back to the beginning of me and my dad's relationship. That probably was the most traumatic experience. Just, you know, you going to school with kids, they talking about their mama and their daddy. And, you know, I'm at home. I have a stepdad, but, you know, that's not my dad. You know, I don't really, know who he is. You know, him and my mom got divorced when I was young. I was 2 years old when they got divorced. So I never really experienced that moment of living with him, you know, and seeing him and my mom be together. And that shit ate me up when I was a kid. You know, I don't know nothing about relationships and why they stop. I don't have no knowledge of that. So, you know, you grow up and you feel, you feel like you ain't loved. You feel like, I was one of those kids that sat on the porch. A lot of black kids were. We sat on the porch waiting for dad to come down the street. I used to even say, I'm gonna hear the bass. I hear the bass, because he used to always have bass in his car. I love that shit. I used to love the way that shit vibrate on his seat. Every time when I was a little girl, man. But I'd be like, he coming. My mom, I could feel her tears dropping on my forehead the whole time. And I'm not understanding why she crying. But, her feelings are attached to her kids' feelings. And I understand that even more so now, even with my stepchildren. I understand that shit. You are really truly attached to that shit. So I understood why she was crying. That was traumatic for me because I felt like I was in love by the first man in my life. So,
do you feel like you need to have your own kids?
Oh no.
Older men always tell me that I need to. So.
Oh no, you don't have kids either?
No.
Oh no. After the experiences with having this parenting, step parenting, oh no, we good. I got 2 dogs. We could get another dog.
Okay.
We could get a nice little poodle or something like that. It's it can be a bit stressful because you got to remember these children, they don't stay small forever. When they start growing up and get that way of thinking,
their own way.
That's when it becomes like, whoa, where the little girls at?
My mom used to be like, that's the easy part. Like once they get older, that's the easy.
No, that's the easiest part when they was younger, where you could just spend a little. You could buy ice cream and that made their entire day. That was the most beautiful moments. Now, I need an iPhone. I need about to be college tuition. I need a dress for prom. I need all this. What? And then it can't be no regular Walmart stuff. It got to be the top of the line stuff. Whatever's out.
I mean, that depends on what you want to do. Like.
Yeah, it does. But as a, I let them try to be themselves, and I make sure it's authentic for them. Now, if you're doing it for other people, you don't get it with my money. Go work for it yourself. Get it yourself. But if you authentically want to please you, and that's what you want, that's your taste, I'll make it happen if I can. But if I cannot, you just, you have to put yourself in a position to understand. That's it. Yeah, child.
So do you feel like you want to them to live like the life you wanted as a child, like getting most of the stuff that you wanted, so you kind of feel guilty, like?
Oh no, I don't agree with that type of parenting. Hell no. I don't think that you should give a child everything you didn't have at all, because everything you didn't have taught you to be the person that you are. We grow strength from our lives, no matter if it was bad or not. We grow strength from it. No matter if they make you mad, they put you in position, right, to want to be successful.
That's a fact.
So.
I was about to say something like that. Dang, what you just asked? What was the question? Oh, gentle parenting. What do you feel about gentle parenting?
What you mean on gentle? Like no spanking?
So I don't know. That's some new shit for parents these days. They be like gentle parent. So they'll like talk to the kids like, hey, Shaniqua, don't do that like 50 times instead of like trying to put their hands on them or things like, I guess anything that's aggressive, or trying not to be aggressive.
I say it depends on the child, because all children, since I said that we have 3 stepchildren, I have 3 stepchildren. All of them have to be treated differently. My oldest, he's in college. He go to Clark. University.
Oh.
Yeah. He doing big things. He's in school to be an engineer.
Yeah,
electrical engineer. Yep, computer science as well. He just got on with Toyota as well, internship. So he's doing big things. He's just turned 21. You know, he's always been, you know, when he was younger, you thought he was timid. I thought that was timid, but he was observing life. You know, he was looking and paying attention to what he grew up to be. He's a hell of a man. I gotta give him that. Gotta give grace to him too. He's a hell of a man. I admire him just as much as he admired me. So.
What's timid? What you mean by that?
Like, you know, a little soft. You know, he was soft spoken. You know, if he heard an argument, he'll stand away from it. You know, he did things like that, and it made me think, like, man, you better stand up, say something. You know, hold your head up high. When you go up to a man, you shake his hand hard. I taught him all that. You know, I've been in his life since he was 10. You know, you do all that. You stand strong and you stand on your ground and you put into this world. But don't forget, you take from this world, but don't forget to put back into this world, is what I taught him. You never do that, but you put more into it, and trust me, you're going to receive. You're going to receive.
Okay, what you think about men, like, if they got a child like that? Because I was working with a guy, he was like, he got a back and forth with his son, and he was like, yeah, nigga, you acting like a bitch, nigga, don't be acting like that. Like, so what do you think about men talking to their kids harsh? You think it's necessary? Or
it's not necessary. It's not necessary, but then again, it depends on the child.
It do.
It depends on the child, and I'm going to get to the middle child now. She's about to turn 16. She's more of, you know, she's a Leo. You know, oh Lord, y'all can be a little sensitive too, man. Y'all can. She's a little. Sometimes you could prick a needle and then she just. But I used to help her with her homework a lot, and I had to like kind of get into it. But at first she was big. You know, I could tell she was just not trying as hard. I can see that. It wasn't that she didn't know. It wasn't that she was putting forward all her ability. So I would, you know, hey, you gotta get into it. You know, you gotta get into this. Now, this girl, it was math, her hardest subject. This girl on an A-B honor roll now. She's making all A's in math and shit. And she give credit to me. I said, I helped you with all that scrimmage. She said, actually it did. I said, so, okay, she needed tough love.
Yeah.
Now, my baby girl, she a little dancer. She a Taurus like myself. She need the in-between. But she like the real. She want the real. Give her the real.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that in her too. And she's gonna come right to you and talk to you.
Right.
And we do have an open door policy with our children. Come talk to us about anything.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly. It don't matter. So
I think that's dope. I ain't had that.
Well, I didn't either. No, I'm lying. My mama did do that. Matter of fact, she held us up in her room for about 6 hours straight, talking to us. And you know what? I find myself doing that same thing.
Yeah.
So I could probably be here all night because I like to talk.
Yeah.
So I really do. But you know, I'm trying to be considerate at the time.
Okay, something you experienced that you were not ready to say in your stand-up.
Wait, is there something that I experienced that I'm not ready to say in my stand-up? Why would I say it now? I mean, that's stupid.
I mean, you can touch on it, but
she like, nah, it's a secret.
Let me see. Ooh. I'm not gonna say.
Respect.
Mama told me to think before you speak. You won't get good advice. She sure the fuck did. Thank you, Mama, Miss Kenya.
That's my mother name.
Stop lying.
Really? Kenya.
Oh, that's her name. Okay. Kenya.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, look at that. The stars aligned us.
And most of the time when people come over here, they answer everything.
But you see how I'm going around?
They don't do that. Then they hit you with
around
that phone call. Like,
okay. As soon as they be like, nah, I'll be like, all right.
So let me see what I haven't said yet. About a time. Okay, I could give this one. This is from my past.
It's exclusive.
Oh Lord, this is from my past. So it's about a time where, you know, I was chilling with friends. Well, it was one friend. One of the girls was my friend or whatnot, and I met them in New Orleans. I was still living in New Orleans at the time. We met up on the lakefront. Lake. I don't know if y'all know what that is. Got a bunch of water, bunch of train, you know, yeah, all that. Yeah. We on the lakefront. They talking about getting crawfish. Mind you, I just came from running errands, you know, shit like that. You know, but I go chill with them at the crib, and it's all studs that's thinking like they some hood nigga studs. And like I said, I'm not dressed for the occasion. They tatted all up. I mean, face tatted, neck tatted, like some jailbird looking motherfuckers. They all up in that motherfucker. So I'm up there, I'm standing there. And at the time, I was fucking with this older chick. And they was just capping on. They was doing all type of bullshit, telling me all type, you with this old ass bitch. I said, but she cute though. She was cute though. For my defense, look, she wasn't ugly, but yeah, she was older. The shit, my wife older than me. Shit, I'm like them older. But they fucking with me with that. They start looking at my whole fit. Mind you, I don't know what the fuck I had on, man. I'm not gonna lie. The shoes I had on, I don't know. The pants I had on, I don't know. All I know is I was probably ratchet out there in the streets. Like I said, I was running errands. So they started attacking my clothes from head to toe. Like, you got all them fucked up shit.
Dang, that's how they give it up in the woods.
Man, they'll get them fucked.
Joning.
Man, see, we call it ribbon out there.
Ribbon.
But, yeah, ribbon.
I'm used to that in the song.
Okay. But make sure you put my name in it.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, so they doing all that talking about, you ain't got no tattoos or nothing. I'm looking like, at the time, I ain't had no tattoos. I got like 2 now. But I ain't had no tattoos at the time. Man, we drinking for locals. Man, I don't know what they put in them for locals.
Poison.
But they strong as, I ain't drank nothing but this much. But I was fucked up. I was belligerent. I'm going off. And see, we used to go to this strip club every Wednesday night out there. I can't think of the name of it right now. But we used to go to this strip club every Wednesday night. So one of the chicks that was in the room was cheating on her old lady. But one of the strippers. So I'm drunk. They clowning me. I can't say that because these some pretty handsome bitches. You hear me? I mean, they really pretty handsome bitches. They tatted up. They look structured. They strong looking. They cute, man. They cute. I can't say nothing, but all I can say is, I'm going off. Here goes my friend, my only friend that's really up in there. She like, man, just go. She put me out the door. I had a 40 in my hand. I threw the bottle at the door. Wow. You bitches ain't gonna put me out this motherfucker.
Oh, no.
Man, that full loco. Had me loco. Listen, so the chick, she pushing me away from the door. They all come outside. She taking me down the steps because they're in the apartment complex out there at New Orleans East. We're in an apartment complex. And I go down the steps. Next thing you know, I yell out, that's why you need to check your old lady because she fucking with that stripper.
Oh.
All I knew was about 7 bitches were running after me to my car.
Oh.
You got away?
Man, I got in the car, but they had some arms coming in the car. All I knew is I put the fucking thing to dry, spun the wheel. All I could hear is somebody yell out, you ran over my fucking foot. I kept going.
Okay. Y'all chasing me. You wanted to get ran over.
Kept going, man. Y'all shouldn't have been fucking ribbing me like that, man. I was sensitive back then.
Man, all that. And she's spilling all the tea.
Mm-hmm.
She get back to Larry.
That's one I ain't never really bring on stage. Mm-hmm.
Hell no, I don't tell her nothing.
Okay, switch it up a little bit. I was watching this video, and this woman was saying basically she divorced her husband because like they both was working so hard and they never seemed to gain resources. And she was like, he was a soulmate, and she was like totally in love, but it was just like she had to go because she got tired of living like struggling. So, do you think that's a good excuse for like leaving your partner?
Yep.
No, you're not supposed to try to strive to make it no matter what. That's what you have a partner for. I mean, what the hell you gonna leave your partner for? You think you ain't gonna probably do no better with the next one, and if you do, you gonna regret it later because you gonna have that burden from the last one. So why would you do that? Just y'all get together. It's about being a team.
But y'all ain't gaining nothing. Y'all team losing.
Okay, well, you gotta switch it up. If you're losing right now, that don't mean you're gonna be losing forever.
Switch the strategy.
You gotta add more to the story. But if it's just like that, you gotta switch up. Like you said, the strategy.
Yeah.
You gotta switch it up.
That's kind of how I feel like she should have gave ideas for them to get out of that type of living, but instead it was just like, I'm leaving, nigga. You ain't coming up with
right. Now let's see what we could do. And now if you try so many times, okay, after so many times, and I can't determine how many times that is. It depends on your patience. If you got patience to deal with it past one time, go for it.
That's what I mean. Like over a long, it's like, how long was it? Did they say?
She didn't give a time frame, but she was like, he was working from like 4 in the morning to like 10 at night.
And we ain't got nothing to show.
Ain't no resources.
Yeah.
I wonder what he getting his money to. He getting hookers or something.
Or he got too many damn, but he in debt or something.
To the store. They gotta be more into the store.
And she working too?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Somebody said the grass not always greener. Okay.
Not at all. Yeah. Not even in one yard.
Okay. Man, I go mow my own grass. Because I know I messed it up.
Okay, last time you wanted to cry, but no tears came out.
Shit, my tears be falling. I let them out. Shit.
No, I know that's right.
I mean, okay, so when I think about my little brother, this him right here. He died last August.
Everything in August.
Yep. He is 19 years old. Terrell Smith. I think, it was a couple of days ago. Broke down. Still get to me. I mean, I don't know when that shit will be over. I be asking. I be even praying. I be like, little bro, I just need you to just, I know you're all right. I know you're in a good place. You know, you're in a better place than what the hell we are right now. You know, we all look at the news, we see shit. But, you know, I guess when I felt it coming, I had a show to do. I was going to do a show. And I felt it coming. And I just put on some gospel music. I ran Kurt Franklin on Pandora. You know, Kurt Franklin coming with the, do you want a resolution? What?
I'm crying.
You know, I'm all in the mirror. So instead of, you know, crying, I kind of did the hallelujah, you know, in the mirror, and you could feel that stuff just coming out of the chest. That pain, that agony, just lifting, you know, so, and it held it back.
Okay, a person you regret being loyal to and why?
Ooh. Oh, shit. All them ex-hoes. All of them garden tools, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, basically, that's about it, yeah.
Okay, okay, a joke that hurt your feelings and a joke you told that hurt somebody's feelings.
I don't get jokes that hurt my feelings.
Never.
No. I tell you why. I'm black, I'm a woman, I'm gay.
Okay.
I'm
tough.
You know, my mama crazy as hell. She a Scorpio. I grew around, you know, strong ass sisters. You know, so I feel like I didn't took so many licks in my life where you probably already told me some shit somebody told me years ago, and I'm built so differently now where, oh, that's all on you. That's not my business, because that's how you feel. You know,
right.
I done had some niggas on stage say some shit right in front of me, and I'd be like dying. Because I'm like, as long as if you go say some shit, make that shit funny, you know.
Right.
Don't make it sour. Make that shit funny. Make that shit, you know, make me laugh at that shit. Because I'm a person that loves to laugh. Like I said, when I lost my brother, not just then, but even before, you know, I was already lifted because, you know, we don't have long to live. We don't have no time. So why be over here stressed about what somebody said about you?
Did you see when the female comedian got, I guess, hazed or whatever by T.I.?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What would you have done in that situation?
Ooh, I wish it was me. First of all, the only reason why, I mean, I can handle myself professionally. I can use big words too if I wanted to. I worked in corporate, you know, jobs over 16 years of my life.
Yeah.
But by the time I saw when he snatched the mic from her, I'm not that same.
I didn't even know that he snatched the mic from her.
Yeah. It was on one of the videos where you can see where she was still talking too much for him. So he snatched the mic out of her hand, and at that moment, I feel like, okay, that's you hitting me at this point.
That's assault.
You know, yeah. Don't do that. Don't use your aggression. That's passive aggressive, and you're not about to use that on me. I see that. And just like you want to be aggressive, I want to be aggressive too. I don't have it all too. Just like you have rage, we all have rage inside. So you got to be careful who you're doing that shit to in these streets, just because who your name is. We respect you, we love you. I love his music, I do. I ain't gonna take nothing from that man as far as his music. And I respect that he want to do comedy too. I don't have no problem with that either. I feel like this. I'm trying to live a dream. Yeah, he already lived one of his dreams, but that don't mean he got to stop dreaming.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm gonna need you to kind of respect, you know, these ladies a little bit more in the street.
Not kinda,
you know, but you know, very much so. I don't know to the extent, and I say kinda because I don't know him personally. I do just like everybody else. I listen to the media.
Right.
You know, so I'm more of a person. Well, shit, you know, some things may seem true or false, but I'm not the one to judgment that shit. I don't, you know, we're not supposed to be judging nobody. Right. But I just say this: when I see that shit, you need to correct it if you want to be a king.
Exactly.
You know, I respect men as kings if you act like it, but if you're acting like a little bitch, we gonna treat you like such.
You felt you would have kept talking shit, or you would have fought him.
Oh man, that mic would have been upside his head. Upside his head. And some folks from New Orleans would have been out here.
Okay.
Because you don't do that shit like that.
Yeah.
Because especially, that's a fan.
Yeah.
That's a fan of yours. You got a lot of fans out here. We love that shit, man. We love that music. We're listening to that shit in New Orleans too. You know New Orleans fuck with them too.
Right.
You know, but you know, just be cool on that other shit, and we all gonna continue to rock with you. But get your minds clean and get in that Bible correctly and not use it against.
Okay, for real. That's somebody just said. You gotta pray always. Don't let the evil brush up on you. Yeah, the evil be catching.
Preach.
Yeah, but you know, hitting a celebrity, that's a different ball game. There's more coming with that shit. Like,
not really. Now, if you can see that,
he
on
kicked
camera.
it off.
I'm just saying. I'm sure he was with more people. Like, if she probably would have did something, that would have caused a whole big, like, fight or something. You get what I'm saying?
Nobody ain't thinking about that with somebody. You go. So, all right, Chris Rock. Let me tell you. That's all on you. If you ain't about to fight
Chris
back.
Rock don't seem like that come with hitting him, but T.I.
Well,
you can tell. Like,
but nah, still. I'm calling you Chris Rock because you sitting up there talking about
being a bigger person.
Yeah, bigger person. No, sometimes no. I'm gonna handle that aggression just like you handle me at that moment. For certain things, I probably wouldn't, but not at that moment. Not at that moment. It's gonna be a reflex almost. I'm gonna be, but what the hell? I'm gonna react to that differently because of who I am. You know, first of all, don't do that. I'm not used to all that aggression. Stop all that. Don't do all that around me. You gotta respect that. A lot of women haven't been through all that aggression, so I don't need that around me. I'm not familiar with that, so it's gonna give me quick anxiety, and I'm gonna click the fuck out.
Yeah, but I'm not Chris Rock. I be pretty like I'm like an armed person. I'm always armed, so I always think about shit like when I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like not necessarily saying I wouldn't do that, but I'm thinking about something coming after this shit.
Nah, yeah, there are consequences. Yeah, I always think about that.
It's always
just because of
things
where I'm trying to get to.
But still,
like I ain't trying to get to jail.
But still, it should be thought on both parties at that moment.
Yeah,
you know, it should be thought.
I mean, by all means, if you got that quick temper where you could do that shit immediately, like that's a crime of passion. You already good. I don't have that.
You said crime of passion.
Like you gonna catch crime of passion? Like you didn't think about it before you did. It's not premeditated.
Oh no, it's thought about because if you.
No, I'm gonna tell you that.
That's like some What I mean is it's thought about as far as at that moment. If that's just like if you punch me in my face, the reaction is going to be not to fall and say.
Right, it's the crime of passion. Yeah, it's a reaction, fight or flight. So yeah, that's good. That I mean, if you catch, I would love that. Because after the fact, I hate that thought, that thinking about it part. Like, damn, I wish I just, you don't know what I would have did. I hate that thought process after the fact. Because I swear to God, I would have. But the fact that I'm going to think about it is like, damn, now I missed out on that shit. Because if I would have just did what I was thinking about, I would have got it off my chest. So that's why I'm like, that's what's up. If you get to just react like that.
If something really bother you, you supposed to be like address it. Like, matter of fact, I was at work. And there was a Puerto Rican guy. He said nigga like 30 times. So I was like, I said, oh puss ass nigga. I was trying to make him say something. So I was like, I said, hey bro, you talking to me? And he was like, absolutely not. But he said, when I said pussy ass nigga, he said, yeah, I don't care about truck on my truck. He was like, yeah, I don't care about that truck drive. He was talking to me, but he didn't want to say he was.
Right.
So I just left it alone. I'm like,
something like that. Yeah, something like that. That's verbal. See, physical is only what I'm talking about. You physical with me, I'm gonna get physical. But if it's just some verbal, I'm not gonna get physical with you. I can handle verbal with verbal, and I handle physical with physical. I can't handle physical with verbal. What? That's like bringing a knife into a gunfight.
Not for real.
I mean, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Now I might think it's some occasion, but that's just my opinion.
No, I like your way better. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what's up. I wish that I just got the shit off. Because after the fact, I gotta live with it like I did. I'm a Leo.
Oh, yeah, Lord. Yeah. Okay. What's your sign?
Aries.
Aries?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
My dad Aries.
Yeah, but when you get that feeling, like when you be like, damn, he was doing too much. Like I'm not gonna walk away. I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, like. So I just want to address it so I won't have to come back, go home and be like, damn, I should have beat the shit out that nigga.
Nah, for real, I hate that.
Like, is it what it is? Or what it ain't?
I'm like, bro, I wish that I would have. I hate that shit.
Okay, what's your thoughts about the 18-year-old who, shot, it was like 19 people and 2 adults, 19 students and 2 adults?
I posted something this morning with those children on my page. It's heartbreaking. It is. It's evil. It's pure evil. It's just like the dude that went from Buffalo, New York. It's all this. The guy in the church, the guy in Wall. I mean, the guy in the movie theater for when Dark Knight or whatever came out. Sandy Hook. It's
Vegas.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, I feel like, do we have to start arming our children now?
We should have been doing that. Like, I mean, when you look
at a young age, they need to be target practice.
They need to know how. Yeah.
They need to.
I've been seeing videos with this guy. He got his kids taking apart guns and all that kind of
stuff. Yeah, I seen that before too. Yeah.
Because you gotta know, you need to know these things. It's just survival. It ain't that you teaching that. And honestly, you're more like how we try to keep it away from kids, but you're more likely to want to play with the shit if you don't know what it is. And so if you gonna go play with it, at least you know that I taught you, look, this can't kill you. This is how you make sure that it doesn't. So yeah, our kids need to learn that stuff. Other kids learning it.
You said survival. That's crazy that we even have to be that way.
Humans, period, though.
We are the hunted. We are the hunted. It's a crazy world.
Yeah.
It's a crazy world. It's scary.
But like you said, the world is crazy. The world is scary. Like, yes, as Black people, we always gotta worry about the target and stuff. But as humans, period, because those kids who got shot, they was Spanish, white. They didn't just look like Black kids.
And it's sad because if you keep killing our youth, we're not gonna have a future.
And we getting killed in different ways. That's the thing. We got the air, the food, the music, the communities. You know what I'm saying? We getting poisoned in so many ways. So teach your kids something like. At least even when we talk about music, as far as like me and my boyfriend, we talk about conscious music. I like conscious music. He likes whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? That not to say I don't like anything else, but I would prefer to hear things that I feel like are helping me mentally, stimulating my mind, making me think different ways. And he's like, well, what if we don't like that? And I'm like, you're not obligated to like it, but understand that the shit that you do like is made to keep you at a certain place, to make sure that you're not able to excel or think outside of this box of the trap or the lean or whatever it is that they want you to receive. Versus conscious shit is like, yeah, we going through this or we went through this, but this is what we should know while we going through this, turning up and stuff.
Right.
But when I was growing up, like if you grow up in the projects and you see violence, that's not what I want to listen to. So I always wanted to listen to like, love stories
the
and
opposite.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I never do that.
But,
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to that shit when you coming from it.
Because people always assume that just because you're from somewhere, you know, that's just what you want to be. And that's just what you want to always be around, you know. But I have my step-grandmother. She grew up in the projects, but she was a college professor. Beautiful home she has. She don't even seem like it. She got to tell you. Oh, but when she start, you know, telling you, you go, you hear that hood come out of her. Yeah. She's straight 7-1 out there. Yeah.
Come on, 7-1.
Straight 7-1.
That's how my mom is, though. When you talk about the military, my mom grew up in the hood. She's like, what the fuck? I grew up with bullets flying over my head. Why the fuck would I ever go to the military? No, I don't want to go back into that stuff. But she do listen to trap music, shake that ass, because that's what she know. Like, that's her story. But she's in a totally different place. She not pressed to go back around this shit and be like, oh, I'm in the trap. I'm here. Nah, she straight. She gonna be in her crib, but she gonna sing about it.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. Fighting your partner, like, is there ever like a good excuse for like hitting them? Like, is it a certain amount of disrespect? Like, you might be like,
ooh, and is it more of it being in a female relationship?
Well, I would say, well, you have arguments about what to me in straight relationships and female relationships. That's just my opinion, because it's financial, kids, stuff like that, normal shit. But do I feel like it's a reason? No, it's no reason. It's no reason. If you get to that point, you're tired, and it's the end.
Yeah,
and you need to walk away. There's really no reason for that.
my parents used to fight.
Your parents used to fight.
Yeah, they still together now. I hear like I was talking to this African. He said the women raised not to call the police when they get beat up, but he said it's only usually when they're younger. Then after so long, like this, it's just be no fighting or nothing.
Right.
So it just might start off rough in the beginning.
Right.
Because it'd be weird, like you 50 and you still like trying to fight.
Swinging on your girl.
Shit, they might have some older folks.
So right.
Okay, we all got
to fight till you tired.
You be seeing them people still, they be missing, but they be still
trying. I'm not fighting you till you tired.
No,
I'm not
got time for that. That's too physical. I don't like to sweat that much.
I don't like to have to look over my back. If I'm at home, like, I gotta be comfortable. You can't be in my house if I don't know what might happen. Yeah.
It has to be peaceful at home.
No. People, friends, family, can't nobody come around me if I gotta think about what might happen. I like being in people's face, and it was like the kickbacks. I like when the kickbacks at my house. Everybody who had the kickback, they know me, I know them. I could get fucked up, pass out. I know my house. I'm gonna wake up, everything's still gonna be there. Right. The money was where it was at. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't never have to watch your back. Right. We cannot be in a relationship if I gotta watch my back. They say if your man jump at you and you move, like he abusive and shit. Nigga, if I jump,
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it on my wife. Yeah, do it on camera. Do it. She gonna look at me like I'm stupid.
This girl was like, why you keep jumping at me? She was like, get away from me.
Like, Flint, move.
Right.
She's taller than me too. She about an inch taller than me.
You said she taller than you?
She about an inch taller than me. About 5.5 years apart too. She be 40. She be 40.
Okay.
Okay, I always like to ask this too. So, have you had any like Me Too situations, like other comedians or promoters saying, if you do this, or well, like basically, if you give me some ass, I can get you this or whatever.
Boy, hell no! Wait, hold on. See, I'm gonna need y'all to know this right now. Okay. Do not try me. I don't care how much. I twerk a lot too.
I know that's right.
I twerk a lot. I don't care. I know how to do it, so I'm gonna do it. Yes. I don't care what I wear. But I twerk a lot, so it might be a little misleading for a dude. Can't help you with your feelings, dude. I'm just embracing me because I love me. And when I fell in love with me, it's somebody you can never take away from me. Because I love me, man. That feels good to be yourself. A lot of women out here, men, they don't know how to be themselves. I'm comfortable in my skin. It took me years to get there, but when I got there, man, that was it. Right. That was it. But I wish a nigga would try to say, get some ass. Boy, you gonna give me some of your ass is what's gonna be happening.
What about a female?
No, you cannot. Well, unless my wife want it.
Okay.
Unless my wife want it. We ain't never do it yet, but, I be I had a bad experience. Oh, y'all want to hear about that?
Yeah.
Talk to us.
I had a bad experience with that. So me and my wife, we do want a threesome. You know, if ever it does happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna cry about it. She's not gonna cry about it. But the reason why I've been on standby on it so long was because back in the day, I had an ex, right? And we actually had a threesome. Now, let me just give you the front part of it. So I come out from the balcony. You know, I walk inside. My ex-girlfriend, my girlfriend at the time, she got her, you know, her finger and the chick, my friend, which is my friend. It's 2 red bones, and like Boosie said, 2 red bones.
Okay. Bitch, don't
Let me
stop.
tell you.
Keep going, that relax me.
Exactly. See, listen, it was on the sofa, but I took it.
Okay.
So, you know, I didn't get mad or whatnot. I'm not going to get mad. This is a dream.
Okay.
I went in. But, we know we drinking. We young as, I'm probably 18 years old, man, no lie. We drunk though. We drinking. My friend grandmother liquor she got at the house. She ain't do that. She with, you know, somebody else. But we drunk as a skunk, right? By the time we finished, I'm driving in the car with my girlfriend at the time. She busts out crying. And I'm like,
The girlfriend?
The girlfriend at the time busts out crying. I said, what's wrong with you? I'm feeling good. You know, mind you, we just had a threesome. I'm feeling I'm 18. I just had my first 3. I'm feeling on top of the world right now.
That's lit.
And your ass crying, what's wrong? So I pull over. I'm on North Rand Park out there in New Orleans. I pull over. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You cheated on me. I said, I walked in and your finger was in her. What is your talking?
Right.
Damn, that she weird as fuck.
Weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? What you mean I cheated? You was down there long. That's why.
You did it too long.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
He was down there longer.
That's what she said. I'm not on trial.
Okay,
That's what she said. That I was down there on the other one longer. No, I wasn't. I was given equal opportunity. You suck it to y'all you want to. I was given equal opportunity. I'm 11 not a fighter. I don't want to abuse. I don't want to abuse the situation. So I'm gonna give y'all both what y'all deserve enough.
Now she was timing it.
She just was weird.
After she popped it off, she popped it off.
But then
it was
about a year later, she wound up cheating on me for real though.
Cause she was already about to cheat.
But wait, picture this. She got kids. She probably was some dudes sometimes. I didn't know shit.
She was already the cheater. That's why you walked in on it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You was just able to take advantage.
Exactly. So I got what I wanted at the end of the day.
Shout out to you, weirdo.
Yep.
Okay, kind of switch it up a little bit. So give me like 3 comedians that are your type that you would date.
Ooh, that I would date?
Yeah.
If I was single, see, I gotta make sure I add the words on for you. Damn.
Okay.
Oh, shit, give me a napkin. I had to spit in shit.
I ain't got no napkin. Piece of tissue.
Give me a piece of tissue or something.
Yeah, I ain't. It's balled
I'm spitting all on your
I
shit.
ain't used it.
You ain't use it. You ain't put no book on it, huh?
Nah.
Okay, so 3 comedians that I would date. I would date Tiffany Haddish.
Really? With the bald head?
Yep. Let me tell you why. She's the same sign as my wife too.
What's
and
name?
I think
Leo's?
No, she has Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Yeah. They real sweet. They some sweethearts, and I can see that in Tiffany Haddish.
Crazy though.
She got a crazy personality. She cool, but I know she mad loving though. You can see that come through her comedy. You know, just the way she is. She just seems real vibrant and real. You ain't gotta wonder what she gonna give it to you right there. Now let's see. I wouldn't say she a comedian, but she kind of sort of do comedic stuff. A comedian actor. Regina Hall.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
I forgot what she looked like.
Man, look it up. Look.
That's
She was
a
on
good
Scary
answer.
Movie. Wasn't she on Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Regina.
The one in the
Hall.
movie theater. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
she
girl.
is
Matter of fact, man, Regina. Ooh, I'm gonna put Regina Hall on top of Tiffany Haddish. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I love me. My wife knows this. I got about a couple of wives that don't know we wives,
Okay.
but my wife knows. She know all of them, so we good. So, but Regina Hall, yes, man, it's just something about that little ditzy humor that she has. It's
Yeah.
so cute. It's so cute. I hope she see this. Oh, it's so
Okay,
cute.
me too.
But let me see. What's the third one? Ooh, they don't have many.
What about a stud comedian?
Oh hell no! I don't do stud.
I'm cracking.
I am the stud. Don't let the hell fool you, nigga. I am the stud.
Okay, because the hair look good.
Hold on, thank you, baby. It's frozen up, but thank you.
Hell
yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. But let me see who else they got. Shit. There's nobody. Nah, I ain't gonna be nobody local. I don't be looking at these like that.
Okay.
It'd be people I be dreaming about and gushing over on television and shit.
Well, what was one more of your wives then?
Man, one more of my wives is what's her name? She played on what's the movie when they got married? The Best Man.
Oh,
She was the one that came in, the new girlfriend.
is it Nia Long? I'm
No,
just guessing.
not Neil Long. But she was Neil Long wanted her man.
Okay, so I ain't seen that movie.
Shit, I can't think of her
I
name.
seen it. I just can't think of what.
I can't think of her name.
I like the old school touching people.
I like Janet Jackson too.
Oh,
That's been a favorite. See, that go back
Now
to
or talking about the old?
that's the old Janet. You know, I'm talking about back when I was.
You don't
16.
like the new Janet?
She still look good. She still look good, man.
I ain't seen. Ain't she like big and shit? Like
I
her
don't
face.
know. I don't think she did.
Yeah, but you know, she be gaining weight sometimes. You know, it's just something that happened to her.
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
That's I wouldn't go for that.
Cause she big.
No, I mean I think if a woman big, long as she curvy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But she
Yeah,
don't want
she-
that big and flat ass. That
Yeah.
don't go together.
Right.
Okay. A sadness that turned to anger.
A sadness that turned to anger. Sadness that turned to anger. Oh, keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Brother's Day. Yeah. I had lost faith for a little bit, for like a few months.
Yeah.
It took me for like a few months because you like, you know, that's a little unfair.
That's grief though.
Yeah, you know, so I was going through the different stages, you know, the stages of life, and it's just, oof, I was like, man, I'm like, God, I don't never question you, but can you make it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But then I get scriptures to my phone every day, and it's like he was talking to me through my scriptures, and he was telling me I'll never leave your side. Pray, know that God is here with you and all that stuff. And I'm like, all right, I'm not trying to lose faith. I just don't understand. But sometimes things that we don't understand is probably for our best.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to understand everything. That's not how life is set up.
So that scripture like hit you the hardest?
Yeah,
Okay.
it hit me the hardest.
Okay. A quote that you live by that helps you get through life.
I would say is no weapons formed against you shall prosper.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's always been it. Because I always knew, if I even see the evil in front of me, or felt it even inside of me, I know it's a weapon that's being formed, so I need to go drop to my knees. I don't need to just pray. No, I don't need to be sitting up in no chair praying. No, I don't need to be in my bed laying down praying.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go drop to my knees and surrender.
I know that's right.
Okay, what you think about like religious like leaders who be like saying like being gay like is an abomination? Like
That's up to them. That's you're gonna preach, preach your word. Because I do attend church. I haven't been in a while, but I've been in church like consecutively a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't I compare church and comedy. Matter of fact, something is going to be said that you probably don't agree with or you don't like, but I'm not going to take it as a weapon. Like I said, bring me back to my quote: "No weapons formed against me shall prosper." Because if you're going to say all that abomination and everything, now you're using that same Bible as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to form it against me. But I read that same Bible, and I wouldn't use it against you because we all see things differently.
Mm-hmm.
We all read things differently. And I don't get into all that, well, you probably read that wrong or you didn't see it the way, because we all are opinionated. And just me moving from New Orleans to, Georgia is like, everybody have a different mentality and way of thinking. So,
so what's your take on that then? Like, to be, you consider yourself religious?
Oh,
Or what is your religion?
I'm Christian, of course, Christianity. You know, I was Christian as a baby,
right.
But I do attend a Baptist church now. But you know, I just kind of attended. I liked the church. It was kind of embracing when I went where I live at, because all the other ones, when I walked in, was looking like, oh, it's a stud. And I'm like, oh, gotta go. I'm not wanted. Right. I need somebody that's going to embrace all God's children, because God would.
So what's your thought on that as far as like the Bible goes? Like, it's like how you say you do come across like gay people who will say, well, you read it different, or you should have read this when you read it, or you know what I'm saying? So what's your interpretation on what, like, being a Christian and being gay?
I think that I would say I believe in God and I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that we had no way of coming from the universe, because in order for the universe to be here, God had to make it. So I feel like on Judgment Day is the day where we all going to see. Because the Bible, it's been written, rewritten. And I don't want to, I'm not trying to deteriorate, you know, I don't know if children are going to watch this. I don't want to direct them. You know, I hope not too, but you know, I did. You know, I don't want to misdirect them, but this is just my opinion for the record. You know, some things has been rewritten. The Bible makes the woman even looks like this. And I know that don't feel right. The woman is the stone. The woman is the earth. The woman is everything. You can't have us sitting here without the woman.
So you feel like it's discrepancies within the
Bible?
It
may be discrepancies in the Bible. I can't say whether it is or not.
Yeah.
I don't go against it, you know, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm going to lean on the faith and the conversations that I have with my God, because I have my own relationship with him. And he talks to me, and I think when you get to that spiritual area with him, oh, you're lifted. Yeah. I don't think it takes church for that. I don't really think it takes the Bible necessarily for that. It takes that relationship that you have with him. Because really and truly, if you do read the Bible, everybody is forgiven when you think about it. He wants you to even love the person that killed your child, which is hard. We don't have no understanding of that. That's why he God. That's why he Jesus. We could never be those people. Never. We couldn't be that spirit. We couldn't be Jesus Christ at all. I don't want to be. That's too much responsibility.
Kill, man.
That's too much responsibility.
Kill first, you kill mine. Everything you love, got to go.
Okay, so have you ever been at an event and because you know, well, I brought this up. Baby King, he kissed Kendrick Lamar in a video.
Wait, who is who?
It's a new artist.
Okay.
And, they just showed a clip of it. Are they cousins?
Yeah, I think they related.
They kissed on the lips?
They was basically like, you know, they doing a video and they rapping. Kendrick was rapping and he kept looking at it like he was cute, and then he kissed him and Kendrick stopped and was like, you know what I'm saying? So has a female comedian ever did you like that? Like did something that was like kind of too much?
I think because my wife be right there all the time.
As she should.
Now, if she wasn't there, girl, boy, I'm sorry. I don't know what them girls would try. I don't know. You just never know. But my wife, she's my biggest supporter out here. So.
Okay. Well, time you didn't ask for help, but you needed it.
I didn't ask for help, but I needed it. I got my car repoed when I moved to Georgia. Didn't take care of my shit when I was in New Orleans. Moved out here, man. We moved out here in 2013? I was struggling like a mug. My wife, it took her a minute to find a job. At the time, my son, he was with his dad, and my two daughters, they was real young. So we spent the time working, coming home, working, going to school, bring them, you know, entertaining the girls, you know, doing shit like that. Man, what the fuck I was saying? When it dropped the question again, yeah.
I forgot. God,
wait,
threw me off.
Wait, it threw me the fuck out too.
I remember.
That's when that last sip of that drink hit.
What the fuck
Oh, what time you needed help and you didn't ask for it because
yeah. So yeah. So when I got my car repo, see, boy, I'm telling you, don't do drugs, meaning weed, but
or do.
But so yeah, I got my car repo, and I was having I was working at a title porn company at the time, and I didn't realize people was like, I know they got some disrespectful people in New Orleans, but out here,
nah,
you never know what you're gonna get because everybody from somewhere different.
New Orleans not even disrespectful.
No, we like some real, we got some real Southern charm out there.
Yes,
we're gonna embrace you. Come on over, we're gonna cook for you. What you want to eat? You hungry? You ate? Yeah, no, we got some gumbo on the stove for you, baby.
God.
You already know, I'm telling you. But, you know, when I got my car repo, I ain't really want to ask nobody for nothing. But I had this thing where my mom kind of like that too. And I kind of got it from her where, you know, make away yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, but moving away from home and being out here, it was like, all right, my hands, I'm cuffed at this point. I need to keep. And I need to call moms. She came through for me, but I hated to ask.
Yeah.
I hated to ask. I don't like to ask nobody for help. I'm still like that. I don't like to really ask for help, but I do know that sometimes you need to ask. And that's why, you know, I talk a lot more. Because sometimes even without asking for help, but if you just talk about the situation, you're kind of throwing it out there for them to offer their help if they want to help. Yeah. Without asking.
Mm-hmm. Usually. You know, guys hear that so much, you just start hanging up the phone.
Hey.
Right.
I call you back.
Right. No.
Okay, we gonna go. Okay, last a situation that caused you to overthink.
Shit, I'm tired of
I'm not in my entire life.
Well, hold on, let me see. All right, caused me to overthink. It's anything. Well, I'm a self-published author. And
come on, self-published author.
Yeah, I got 3 books on Amazon. Yep. Love, Lust, and Secrets: The Epitome of an Unsustainable Life. Also, that's a drama fiction. And I also have Wet Urges. That's an erotica.
It sounds like it.
Yep.
Wet Urges. I'm about to get that one, y'all.
It's on some Zane stuff. Ooh. Yeah, if you ever read anything about her, it's on some stuff like that. And the third one is Sexual Beast, Tales of the Barbarian, Part 1. I have to write Part 2 and 3, but that one is like a psychological thriller. That one is some beastly sexuality type stuff mixed together. If you like anything like American Horror Story, you'll like that. You'll like that.
Like the fetish one?
Yeah. Or even a hotel. Something like that.
Yeah, the hotels do the black, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't watch it, I can tell.
Okay, what's your, since you brought up sex, what's your worst sexual experience and what made it so bad?
Oh, Lord, I had put up a TikTok video talking about this. I'm gonna make it as short as possible. But
30 seconds.
I know, right? Man, look. So I had this. My mom wasn't at home. I was in high school, and my memory. I have some of the best memories from my past too, y'all, because that's when everything was happening. I'm a family, person now. But this chick looked. She said she looked like Eve over the phone. It was the party line back then.
The party line.
I know you remember the party line back then when everybody was calling them and they have a meetup spot downtown in New Orleans, but I could never go. So this chick, she wound up catching the bus out there by me while my mama wasn't home. So she come over. When I opened up the door, she looks nothing like Eve. She like Eve right here. That's it. About an eye. Her teeth about spread out, about 6 inches apart. But I was like, you know what? But her hair cute though, cause she had little curls.
You found something.
She found something.
And that was cute though. She had a nice little booty on her. So she come inside. Now mind you, my little sister, she was 25 right now. Well, she about to be 25. My little sister at the time probably was 5 years old. So I told her to bring something with her to keep my little sister mouth closed. So she brought her a personal pizza. So no. I'm lying. That's not that time. Nobody was home at this day. on this day. I'm lying. That's another story. We'll talk about that on another show.
I like the person who brought
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. No. But
It's
the same person, but this was another. This is the second
she
time.
hit her again.
Yeah, so this is the second time this girl came over, and it was the time for it to get down. Going down. Okay. Yeah, go down. So she comes up by herself, and mama now home. So we go in the room. I let her do me first, you know. She down there. I'm liking it. I'm like, all right, cool. I go, you know, I said, all right, it's her time. Oh, I'm not gonna be home for another 5 hours or so. All right, it's her turn. I unbuckle her pants. Soon as I pulled it down by the waist, a smell just hit me out of nowhere.
Oh no.
I pulled it back up. I said, oh, you gotta go. My mama on her way home.
Okay.
She said, you sure? I said, yeah, you gotta go. My mama on her way home. You gotta go now.
Okay. Ew.
It smelled like the earring back.
Oh shit. Oh no.
And some oil sheen or some shit mixed together. It was just nasty. It was nasty.
No ma'am.
But when she left out, I told her my mama had to be home in like an hour. It was really like still 5. When she left out, and you know how you go, you step outside, you come back in. My mama's entire house was funky. I'm like, my mama gonna come home and kick my ass and be like, who pussy was spread up in this house? That's how funky she was. I'm spraying her. I'm bleaching. I'm bleaching down the floors. I'm bleaching the walls.
Okay.
I'm pine salt. Because I'm scared as hell. My mom crazy as hell. I can't leave no evidence. But to find out later on, she was having sex with dudes and females on her period.
Ew.
She was a dirty bitch.
Ew.
I don't know if you would stink from that though, like this.
Nope, you would.
But you think because she on her period.
You on your period? That's blood.
I'm saying
That's stink on a regular day.
All girls don't stink. The period blood don't stink either.
Oh, okay.
I've had sex with girls on their period, and some girls
Fresh
don't
out the
have
shower?
no
Fresh out the shower sex, or are you talking?
Like
I done been
throughout
out
the
all
day,
day.
now you about to pull her
I've
pants
been
down.
fucking dudes and chicks and my
You
period.
can't fuck
down.
after all day. That's
Right, because that shit is on you.
That
But maybe she showered a few hours before.
no, see, this girl was just going around being trifling and catching the bus. She was a neighborhood hoe.
Oh, so she was like working.
Yeah, she was working. She was working them streets.
Yeah, that's. And she wanted you to eat that.
And she wanted me to eat that. I wouldn't be here to talk to you today if I would have did that shit.
You never told nobody like just go freshen up or take a shower.
Who about to do that? If you came over here like that, I don't even want it.
Yeah,
It's spoiled milk
Her
already.
feet about to be black as
It's
shit.
spoiled milk. It's spoiled milk already. Nobody don't want that. You didn't already told me what it can smell like. I'm good.
Fuck no. Hey, you want to go freshen?
Mm-mm.
This bitch fucked the whole house up. She cannot freshen up.
Man, the whole house. My mama have a nice size house now. This ain't no little shack. She got a nice house. Ain't no way. They had to hit the corners. My mama got little walls that come in the middle.
I'm cracking.
That shit went around the block.
Damn.
You hear me?
I
No.
have to do that. I used to do that with people though. Like soon as like not the whole let's go freshen up, but like say you leave a party, you know you want
Yeah,
fuck
something
somebody.
like that.
I'd be like, let's take a shower. Like
Get some
we're
shower.
straight to the shower. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Like whatever. If we gonna fuck, that's cool. But let's take a shower. Everybody gotta get washed up.
Gotta get washed.
So have y'all ever continued and when you smell something?
No. I couldn't.
No.
My gag reflex ain't set up for that.
No, for real. I mean, no, like sweaty balls. Yeah, I like
ain't
smell
never had no sweaty balls
balls.
on my face. Not in the face. Not in
Yeah.
the face. Go to
So, and then it be salty, and you be like, fuck.
You said salty.
trying to please your man.
He's
so
a champion over there.
Man,
You're sweet. You deserve it. I see your crown.
I'm the
It's
worst, child. I just be like,
It's
dang.
gonna
Then
be
afterwards, I be
good.
like, bitch, you should have just said no.
Now you got saltine crackers.
Okay, big salty. Get the liquid. What the fuck?
Horrible.
For real.
Okay, a mistake that turned out to be a good lesson.
A mistake that turned out to be a good lesson. Why we trying to tap into childhood trauma and all that shit?
That's what we do.
Like, what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. You try to really get to know people.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. All right. So, next. So what's the mistake? That turned into a lesson.
Yeah, good lesson.
A good lesson. smoking weed while you're working. Somebody 9 to 5. Let me tell you, especially when you're trying to get a job and you fail that drug test, that hurt.
Back in the day.
That hurt, yeah. Back in the day, that hurt.
I'm like,
not right now. But no, I'm talking about back in the day. That shit hurted. It's like I thought I did everything right. I thought I had it between my legs.
I'm crying.
Thought I had the piss warm right. Thought the piss temperature wasn't right.
You had to fake shit.
You gotta put it in your underwear.
No,
and just
I had an ex. She said you put it under your titty.
See, I don't think the titty is warm enough. Now it could have been, but I ain't never thought about it. I had that shit.
Real,
I had that shit underneath me. I had that shit in my underwear. Now it worked the next time, but I'm telling you, I had warmed that shit. It wasn't the correct temperature. Something was wrong at the moment. I had it right after that, but that time it stunk.
I ain't never did. I just learned about that shit. I was probably like 24. Probably like 24.
I was the same age when I learned that shit.
And I'm like, my man's like, yeah, I gotta go do this joint. I'm about to go get the piss from the store. I'm like, get the piss from the store. He's like, yeah, I gotta warm it up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That's too much. I'd rather just not fucking smoke.
Get the little squeezy tube too. And keep it nice and warm. Warming it right before you go check. Warm it up probably a degree over.
Yeah.
So when it start warming on its own, especially depending on your drive.
Yeah.
It'll help some people tonight.
Okay. I'm not with all of that. I'm about to go get up. I had a job interview, the only job interview I ever had for a drug test, I think. Yeah. And it was here for UPS, Marshall's Warehouse.
Okay.
And it was the mouth test. I didn't know that they was going to drug test me. I had smoked the day before. I was like, oh shit, nah. So I'm trying not to do the shit, and I try to like pull up the spit from somewhere right here and just like spit on the thing. So then I put it in there, and they took the first one. They was like, it's not enough spit on there. Like you gonna have to do it again, but you can only do it one more time. And if you don't get enough spit again, then you gotta wait like 2 weeks, and then we call you back. So I'm like, man, fuck this shit. So I just did it. I passed it.
You will.
I was like, oh, okay. And I don't know if it was like the gum.
Did you have gum? I'm about to ask you that, yeah.
I don't
Any
know if it was
gum, peppermint, it'll help it out.
That's what I heard too.
Putting it up, but for some reason it gets against your cheek walls, and that's where you kind of got to suck at. And if you pass that one, that's the easy one. I like that one.
I was just like, I'm going to risk it all at this point. They was like, but I think that I did have positive for THC. Oh. I think that they didn't care.
Probably not.
Because in the THC box, they put like NA. And I looked at the thing and I'm like, that shit, it looked like.
As long as it wasn't crack cocaine. And
yeah, I think it wasn't because it wasn't nothing hard.
Some jobs do that, yeah.
Because, Amazon now, they making it so anybody could, because they are accepting it now. A lot of people starting to accept weed smokers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, what's something in the comedy world that not everybody would know? Like something that's kind of interesting.
Shit.
Okay, what y'all be talking about in the group chats?
You might know all that. But let me see, what's something that's interesting? These comics, I mean, I can only really tell you from the Atlanta perspective, I guess. I've been to St. Louis. I did a little comedy out there before too. But these motherfuckers can get real weird. They can get real dark in their comedy. I done heard some shit before. Now I say some shit too, but you just hear some really weird shit. You might get a white boy jump up there and be like, yeah, I've been on cocaine this long. You telling people that you really on that shit. I can tell because you're hype and you're sweating, but but it's just you just hear a lot, you see a lot. A lot of people really don't know is comedians go through it. And when I say go through it is, we go through it in our own personal world, but we have to still provide the funny to everybody. And it's hard. It's hard. It's harder than people think it is. People just think, oh, you're just making people laugh. No, it's a struggle. And you see that hurt. And we you have some that you get close to, and you kind of see where, okay, it's real life. It's real life. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's still real life. We're not hiding from nothing, comedians. We just people that just want to laugh and love and live for real.
I feel like comedians be some of the saddest people, bro.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Now I don't know everybody, but
just because of the fact, like how you said, like it ain't easy. You know, like life period ain't easy. So to like you said, you always gotta be that funny nigga, and it's like, please, I can't be that all the time.
You gotta know when to detox.
What that mean? Take yourself away from people.
Take yourself away. Excuse me. Take yourself away.
Cause y'all be telling us in the jokes.
I'm not about to. If I'm going through some shit, I need to get my shit together.
But how do you think that goes for like your consistency?
Well, I feel like this. It's my consistency, but I'm me first. My family, my well-being, my financial status, that all comes first. I feel like whatever God has for me is still there, and I'm still gonna reach it. Yeah, some people may say, well, it's gonna cause a delay. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm patient.
So what are you willing to sacrifice? That's one of his questions he always said. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to be successful? Whatever you think successful is.
I wouldn't sacrifice a thing. I've really flew on faith. I'm not sacrificing the thing. With sacrifice, I think bad. You know, I hear bad in sacrifice.
I think like sleep.
I think like
time.
No. I hear bad in sacrifice. Just the word sacrifice. Period. You know, some people say, oh well, if you want to make money, like most people might go to the military and leave their kids up to a nanny. Oh, you gotta sacrifice that. No, you're gonna regret that later on when that child grow up. And say, yeah, you was going to look for money, but what the money gonna do for me at the end of my life? Yes, my family, I'm gonna teach them what they need to know to make their own money. So I don't need to, you know,
be pressed for money.
No, be pressed for money like that. I choose happiness, and I choose everything. I just go with happiness. So as far as sacrificing anything, I feel like at the speed I move, it's the speed that God designed for me. And everybody have a different design. So I can't try to match nobody else's speed. It's not a race.
No.
It's not a race. What your journey maybe is your journey. But my journey is my journey. And I might still end up elevating higher in my journey without any sacrifice. I'm still able to move around with my family. I'm still able to get some sleep. Because in order for me to be 100% and to be all I can be, I'm going to get my damn sleep.
Okay.
Because if not, you're going to deal with a crazy me. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to be the best me. So if you want the best me, I feel like all that stuff, you got to work, eat, right? You got to do it like this, do it like this. Half the people that's doing it like this, still standing still.
Yeah, ain't got it yet.
Ain't got it at all yet. And you doing all that just to say, it takes 20 years to get there. You don't think that sometimes you should have slowed down and looked and watched life? See what's in front of you? Because sometimes with that speed, you're going to speed right past something that's meant for you. And that's just how I think. You don't need to speed or nothing in life. That way you don't have to sacrifice nothing. You can still enjoy the fruits of your labor and the journey above it.
Your faith's strong then. Your faith is strong.
Oh yeah.
That's why you're able to move like that.
Yeah. No, I understand now, but it hasn't always been like that. And I don't mind telling people that. I'm not one of the people, I've been like that. No.
Something got to happen to get you there.
Oh yeah. Life. Life happens. And if life go do one or two things, make you strong or kill you. And I chose to be strong.
Right.
I gotta be strong. Now it's not always good to be that strong person. That's why I also take time. I'm gonna go cry.
Okay.
I'm gonna go let it out. Because I know one thing, you gotta have that weak moment to be strong. It's like ice almost. Ice, you gotta put it in the freezer to get hard.
That's a good metaphor.
So that's how I look at it. Oh. That's how I look at it.
So what was your moment that you got put in the freezer?
What, the moment that I got put in the freezer? Ooh, just being gay. That was hard enough. That was, if you gonna be gay, you better be strong. Because life go throw every stone at you. Like my mom used to say, people not gonna accept you for who you are. They got fired from jobs. From them lying about, she's showing her rainbow necklace and this and that. She hollered. It was stupid shit.
Yeah,
So, and I need to say this because people don't believe dumb shit like that really happens to gay people. We don't be around here just whining about nothing. No, this lady went in the office. So the white lady, she around here rubbing her rainbow necklace in people's face. I just wear it. So you feel like I'm rubbing, you sound like you a racist white woman now. I'm rubbing my black in your face too?
You should have sued.
I could have, but you see, my mom at the time, she was still, at that moment where she was like, well, I told you not to be like that.
So you didn't think
so
to go.
I didn't think to go. I just thought like, okay, it's
this
my fault.
It is.
And you think that. I'm young. It's my fault. I'm this way, so I gotta go through these things. Mm-hmm. So, and I guess that also went towards a why I'm so strong too. So I took a lot of licks from different people, even people that I love, people in my family. People switch up on you. They act a little different. Friends, school, high school, they act a little different with you.
Yeah.
People get distant. People don't want their children around nobody gay. They don't want to be looked at as they're gay too. The world is still like that in a sense. Now it grew. It grew. It's been a while since I came out, so I can say it did grow. I'm one of them little older gays, but lesbians. I'm gonna correct it.
I'm crying. How do you feel about that? With the terms that we have to use, or like with this new administration, it's like we're not supposed to say girl or boy or he, she, or nothing. Like, what do you feel as far as, I guess, gender norms and when it comes to the terms we're supposed to say?
I don't understand it. Mm-hmm. And I guess I would feel just like the straight person did to the lesbian in me. I don't understand it. But I don't hate it. Mm-hmm. But I really don't understand it because it's like, well, I mean, what you're born. I mean, I took a lot of grief for being gay, and a lot of different letters that's been added to the LGBT community. It's like, okay, hold on, y'all.
All right.
We went through it. We did. But you can't feel like, well, we're going through it worse because of this and that. No. See, you gotta walk and you gotta walk strong. Mm-hmm. That don't mean, I know you can feel like, well, no, people need to be nicer. We do not live in a nice world.
Right.
My mama had to teach me that. She taught me the world wasn't nice. Mm-hmm. So I knew what I was getting into. Mm-hmm. Now some things hit you and you still break a little bit, but then you get strong. But the world not nice. So I think that everybody should understand that we're still born as male, female, but whatever you choose to do with yourself is completely up to you. Mm-hmm. It's your one life to live.
Do you think those things should be covered, like how they want, like the surgeries, the change
covered on insurance?
Or like not even insurance, because they want it through like how you could get Medicaid, so taxpayer money basically. You could chime in too.
With this, I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing wrong with it because with the taxpayer money, the government and everybody else is doing some fraudulent ass shit too. Mm-hmm. So it's like we've been taken advantage of no matter what. Mm-hmm. Our tax dollars are going down the drain no matter what. Mm-hmm. But that's why everything rising. They trying to, after a while, all us black people will be living in one house. Watch.
Hell yeah.
But that's how they go kill us. That's how they go kill us too. But yeah.
Okay, we gonna kill each other.
Put us, we gonna either kill each other, let them niggas kill each other.
Okay.
Or we gonna go through there and light the whole motherfucker on fire. But, shit. Girl, I lost train of thought again.
The money should
Oh,
be,
but yeah,
should
but
be
I mean, but as far as, sponsoring, we sponsoring so many things, we really don't know where the money go at anyway. So I say let them people do what they want to do. Because everybody else is.
What you think, bud?
You about to say something different?
Well, I mean, we probably get that before reparations or slavery. So
you talking about them getting their surgeries paid for?
Yeah, they probably
get
that.
Well, yeah.
So you saying that's okay?
I mean, it's up to them. I mean, I guess it should be like a age limit at least. If they do try to do it,
like a minimum
of like 18.
I say 18, not too young. Now, only because we go through different stages mentally. I always taught my stepkids. I say you go through being a baby, a toddler, a child. Then you're a young teenager, then you're an older teenager, then you're a young adult. then there's a there's a pre-young adult, then there's a young adult, then there's an adult, but then you're gonna hit another adult phase in yourself, and you got to be ready for the different changes in your life. So you don't want to wake up one day and regret. That's the type of thing you can't get back. You can't get that back.
And I think too, if you don't tell a man that you used to be something else, you should be able to sue. The man should be able to sue him, like if he lied, if he don't tell.
Hell yeah.
Well, okay, so I mean, I'm not gonna necessarily say that. So you want to just walk around and just say immediately once you say hi,
we together.
I'm saying if it's like a sexual thing happening.
Okay, y'all at the club, you meet up and y'all about to go do something.
Find out later.
At that moment, he should say something. Yeah, he should definitely say something, because if not, you're gonna get yourself hurt. You're gonna get yourself hurt. You can still get yourself hurt by doing it with somebody that say yeah, because they don't want nobody to know. I'm in the gay community, so I know how it go. They got a lot of men out here, married, wives, kids. They're out there with these guys. They are. And that is mainly the ones that bash them a lot. In my opinion, I've seen it. It was all the football players and everything else I saw shaking their ass in this club back home called Fusions. And I'm like, it was the same dudes talking about us.
Okay.
But they all up in that twerking now.
Y'all made a comment on like an age limit. So y'all know who Bill Mayer is?
I heard him.
Alright, he's this white guy that a lot of people, he got a talk show. Some people hate him, some people love him, whatever. But he said, maybe the boy who thinks he's a girl is just gay. Maybe the girl who hates girly stuff just needs to learn that being a female doesn't mean that you have to act like a Kardashian. Mm-hmm. Maybe childhood makes you sad sometimes, and there are other solutions besides hand me the dick saw. Mm-hmm. So what y'all feel about like people doing that to their kids, like changing their kids' sex? Because that's a thing now. They like babies, and they like, I think the baby's supposed to be a girl.
No, that's too far.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
Yeah.
Not a baby. You, like I said, you got different stages of life. Now, I would say let them do that when, you're capable of thinking at 13, 14. I understand that. Everybody have a thought, but that don't mean that you have the proper way of thinking. Mm-hmm. And you need to be kind of groomed a little bit on your way of thinking. You got to groom yourself. You got to get to know yourself and learn yourself and love yourself. And I can't really say too much, because I'm going to be honest. I was very young when I told my mother I was gay.
Oh, yes.
I was a teenager.
I feel like you could tell when kids gonna be gay.
So you could, and my mom, she said it to me when I told her. She was like, she kind of knew it, but she still wasn't ready for it at the time. She couldn't. Oh, it got to her bad. Like, what mother? And I understood it when I got older a little bit.
But you got straight sisters too, right?
Oh yeah, I have 2 straight sisters.
So she got a couple.
She got she got them. I'm the only gay one. The only gay one.
She got a high vibe.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh man, it's all right. It's running in here. It's running all around the room. I didn't pass it to you.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. If I had a kid, I would enforce the man shit that I was raised up on. But like once you get a certain age, and he still be like he like dudes, it's kind of like okay, then that's what you gonna do. Like,
yeah.
But I wouldn't be like I go along with it.
But as far as getting that whole full body change and everything like that, hold on, can you just? I respect you. There's a way you can deal with it. I respect you. Mm-hmm. I respect what you feel. I respect who you say you are, and or who you are. That's the better way, because they'll take offense, to you saying who you say you are. I respect who you are, but wait a while, just in case. Mm-hmm. Experiment other ways with yourself, but not with that fully, just to give yourself some time. And if that's something that you still want to do, like you said, around 18 or something like that, then go for it.
But it's like certain behavior a kid will do, you be like, hey, that nigga.
Yeah. Well, something like, well, you know that.
I see it with the little girls. Like,
you can see it.
I be like,
I made my mom know it because I had the little sports watch the little dudes used to wear back then. Yeah, I used to have that, and a Spider-Man wallet, one of them smoke folding ones. Used to wear it all the time. She was like, why you always wearing that? Why you don't want tight clothes? I ain't never want to wear that. I was like, I'm good. And she just knew, and then I guess too, I was a little distant, quiet. Most of, that's probably a lot of backstory for a lot of LGBT. We kind of stayed off to the side. Something was unique about us, that's why. and we didn't know what it was. That shit was scary as hell, girl. Because nobody don't tell you. That's another thing. I think it should be taught in homes.
Yeah, about your sexuality.
Sexuality, it was not taught in the homes when we were growing up. It was not. It was not
at a certain point. Not because
I mean,
it has to be, but as far as just let them know that there's a such thing as lesbian, gay, there's other stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you, that was a terrifying experience. I didn't know what the hell was wrong with me. I thought I was weird. I thought something was wrong with me because I always had an attraction to females.
Yeah,
it was always there. I mean, I had second grade. I had a girlfriend then. I was like, here, put my jacket on. If any of them boys try to mess with you, okay? I was, yep, sure did.
Oh, you was for real.
Yeah, I was for real. Second grade, I was 7 years old then.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it was always there. So it's not like somebody did something to you. No, I was never raped, nothing like that. I don't have no backstory like that. I wasn't abused in a relationship. It's pure. This is what I like.
This is what I like, yeah.
This is who I am.
I feel like when I was a kid, like I knew that I liked females too, and I knew that it was wrong.
So you're bisexual?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But I knew that it was wrong. Like I knew that I wasn't supposed to like a little girl for a fact. So everything that I did around little girls, it was sneaky. Like I wasn't getting caught doing that shit. But I also wasn't gonna get caught doing it with boys either, because my mother didn't play that boyfriend shit. So. Yeah, like I knew, yes, Keke don't play.
They don't play that. They don't play
that.
But if you feel weird,
I didn't feel weird.
I felt weird.
I got like all my life I was playing. So it's like,
see, that's the thing.
I just knew,
I felt weird.
Oh yeah, that girl liked me.
I was like, what in the world is going on? Because, you know, I have all straight people around me, and that's another thing people always talk about. If you got a gay person in the home, I didn't have one either. And I'm one that can sit here and say, my mama tell you straight up, I'm strictly dickly boo. She said all day long.
My mother had gay male friends, but I knew for a fact, like, she did not condone her children being gay.
Right. Oh.
She didn't say that. Like, nah, not mine. She didn't say that.
That's my mama.
And I'm like, well, shit, I can't have niggas around. I'm definitely not about to tell you I like females.
Like, ooh, bitch, you was talking about me. That's exactly what she gonna say. Ooh, bitch, you was talking about me. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. This is for you, mom.
Mine would say that too, just like that. Bitch,
you was a bitch. Yeah, and you know what? It tickles me every time. All me and my sisters, it tickles us every time. That's the relationship we have. We love to be called bitches.
Y'all good. I'd be like, excuse me?
We be just called
bitch. You can't call her no bitch, so you better watch your mouth, honey.
So is it hard to stay away from girls?
No, like I'm attracted to females, but I always knew all my life, like I couldn't date no female. I dated one female, and like that, she was bi too. Like she really liked niggas more, but we decided we was together in like my 9th grade year of high school, and I'm like, okay, so what's the rules? Like, can we still fuck with guys? And she was like, no, we can only fuck with each other. Just for me to be out in the hallways, like, just having a good time, and see her fucking sneaking out of class to see this nigga. I'm like,
yeah,
you could have just told me, like, So at that point, she's sneaking to see this one dude, and I got a dude now. Like, I'm already bet. Like, two can play that game. I don't care. Like, I was the reason she was able to come to a party one time. Got her mom to let her drop her off to the party. She was gonna go to my house, spend the night. By the time we going back to the fucking house, I didn't even see it, because we definitely like fucked around that night. The next morning, I'm like, homie, don't get the mail. I look at this bitch, I'm like, bitch, you got a hickey on your neck. Like, it was big. And she like, you did that. Bitch, I'm not stupid. Don't do me. Like, you're wild. So she was on that nigga, like, at the party and stuff. And my cousin went to school, that she knew what the story was. So she like, hey, you see your shorty? I'm like, man, fuck that shit. Whatever. Because I don't care. Like, I didn't want to be in a relationship. So.
Yeah, you care.
No, I really didn't. I care about, like, okay, so you doing stuff that I asked you.
Yeah.
But
so
I really
felt disrespected.
But at the same time, it's like, all right, cool. So I'm about to go turn on this nigga, do this, that, like, go have a good time. I was always the life of the party, so I'm about to go have it up. Y'all have it up. Yeah. I'ma have it up, like, everywhere. But outside, I know that I can't date a female. Like, if I'm lit or some shit, I might be like, damn, that bitch, like, I might have a thought or something.
She wanted them just freaky.
That's what my mother was like, you ain't gay, you just freak. But I always like females. Like, I like titties, I like nice hair, I like pretty girls.
You're just a freak, that's all.
That's what my mother said.
No, man,
I'm crying.
Your mama is right.
Hey, whatever y'all want to call
Don't call yourself bisexual. Just say, I like to get down. I like to do a little freaky. Yeah.
I think I'm just player. Like with females, I know that I can get it.
Yeah, you still think you're a player.
Not that I am a player, nah. But
you
like,
still think
I got game.
Okay.
So when it's like, when I get lit, that's when I'm like, all right, you already was looking at me. Let me see what I can do. So it's a challenge for me.
Is that game or you just because you cute? You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean it just depends. Like she might like the whole.
You still gotta say something right.
How you get the? I'm not gay, but when the people started finding out about me and my girlfriend in 9th grade, every female who swore to God she wasn't gay was like, oh, you and Jasmine come together? I'm not gay, but, and they had a story about some gay shit they done did. So I'm like, why you telling me? Like, you want me to try you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, bet. Like, I'm gonna try you. What's up?
You see her face?
Yeah, you feel
that's
me?
A
like,
freaky ass face.
Like Chase, that lion.
Yeah, freak.
I guess. I'll take it out. Whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's just, I'm dominant with everything life-wise. So that's that. Oh, let me take over this scene.
You would be called a dominant female. Yeah. You're the dominant one.
Or you ain't got no urge to eat cat.
Nah, fuck no. I don't like
pillow queen
fluids.
too.
I don't like fluids.
Oh, she a pillow. That's what we call a pillow queen.
What that mean? They don't
just
eat
lay on
pussy?
your back. Yeah, you just lay on your back. You just want to.
Nah, like I'm gonna be all over. We could scissor. We could fucking
scissor. Who the fuck scissors? What?
I'm little. I'm scissoring.
Oh, you don't like this shit?
The fuck?
Thick girls don't like that shit.
No, white people scissor.
Oh, what you call it?
Tripping? What the tripping?
What you call it?
We don't. I
never
did the scissor like that. We might do it in a different cradle position, but not in
that
a
shit
scissor
feels
position.
Amazing.
I've never scissored.
That shit is crazy.
I better not a cut straight, girl. What the fuck?
Girl, when you go home to your wife.
No.
Oh my God.
We do it in a different way. I'm telling you, but the scissoring like that.
No, I mean it ain't no getting. It's you grinding your pussy on them.
Not like in a scissor position.
But he gonna put this clip out. Oh my God. This is gonna be on my damn page. Annoying. But rubbing your
no, it's a way to do it, but you can kind of do it in a position where you like in between the legs and doing it too. Like
that's what I mean.
Oh, okay. I thought you like mean like that scissor shit. Like sideways.
No, fuck no. Like I'm on top. Girl. Like I'm on top. Like
yeah. I fuck with that. You know, I fuck with that.
That shit feels crazy. That's
I don't call that scissoring.
When I do shit like, is it better than sex with a guy? All right, look. This is what I want to tell you. This shit is intense. Like
it's an emotional attachment.
It's not. I don't even. I guess so. Like
it is.
But this, I could do it with any bitch as long as you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying I gotta love you, but she's talking about you a freak. I'm not. But no, like that's when I really realized I'm like, no wonder niggas can't like keep doing this shit. Cause pussy is powerful. Like pussy really got a different feel than just dick.
I feel like it's absorbing.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I feel for y'all. Like we be like, don't come, and y'all like, fuck you, bitch. I'm like, nah, for real. Like if I fuck with a female, I come quicker than coming with men a lot of times. And then, but the thing about it is, after that, I be done though. Like if I come, I'm like, I do not want to be here no more. Like I be trying to fight it for a long, like if it's really one of them, because I done had threesomes and foursomes with girls and shit, and so I try to fight it. But because once I come, I do not want to be there no more.
How long did it take?
To come with a girl?
Yeah, if you don't even hold, you know how you'll hold it in.
You could come with a girl without,
like
with just a little, with just a touch.
Like you could hump on a girl sometimes.
It's a kiss sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I done kissed a girl neck and made a buzz.
Oh, well, yeah, so you could do that too.
Yeah, nah, to come with a female, it's easy.
Points. Go ahead, boy. I can do it too.
Okay, okay.
You know, I be making my girl buzz in about 5 seconds.
No, it can be in seconds though. Like, depending on what is happening. Oh, God.
The girl ain't gonna let it go. She gonna want to hold on to that motherfucking feeling the whole time. Bitch, if you don't come.
Okay. I don't like people like that. Hurry up. I'm done.
Shit. This shit was wild.
Okay.
It was wild.
So tell us about how we can reach you and like you got merch, upcoming shows, and all that.
I do have a show coming up on Friday at the MSR Bar. It's a lesbian bar in Atlanta.
Friday, what time?
Friday, 8 p.m.
Only because you work.
Free. Free.
I'm walking in with my man.
She gonna be in there. That's cool though.
Right.
Come through there. You know, celebrating Bliss Friday up there. I mean,
Bring
yeah,
my
Bliss
husband home
Pride.
with her. She gonna be free.
Yeah. Come through 8 p.m. You can reach me on all social media platforms. Keke The Great Comedy. Underscoring between each word, not the first and the last.
We gotta get rid of them underscores.
That's how you know how you be trying to
Somebody
find
else
things.
had
Somebody
your
else
name.
got your name, and you never see that person post.
Okay.
Like, why we gotta keep finding the name, and I don't never even see.
You gotta start reporting their page so they lose it.
Maybe. Maybe just go start looking for the page. But yeah, what else you asked me?
What's coming up? How we find you?
Oh, I got my books. I said my books already. Go on Amazon.com. They're all up there.
How we like under the?
It's
Keke
under my no. Well, you can look under Keke The Great, but it's under my government name, and that's Lakeisha Smith. I don't mind giving it out. I don't feel
I'm like, can
ooh.
we know?
Yeah, I'm not like that. But like, oh, you Lakeisha. Whatever. They did me. I told you they did me that shit already. Like,
Lakeisha got her ass. What is it? Red.
Rib, yeah, ribbon. No, I mean ribs.
Rib.
Yeah, you would say it like that. Lakeisha got her ass rib.
Rib.
That was Lakeisha got her ass rib back then. Fuck with Keke though.
Okay. So it's the books are under Lakeisha.
Yeah, Lakeisha Smith on Amazon.com. Make sure you get those books, reasonable prices. I ain't trying to rip nobody off.
Okay,
I do skits. I do crazy skits. You can catch me doing so much on that. Just did this wonderful podcast with this brother right here, Miss Queen. You know, King and Queen, fire. You know, so I loved it. Good vibe, good energy. You know, even though they be asking some questions, it be all up in your business, but it's cool though. I'm an open book and I'm okay with myself. So.
Okay, one more thing.
Oh, here we go.
Can be a good fit for a threesome for you and your wife?
What could be a
She got the right look.
He always gotta ask somebody if they'll fuck me.
Stand up. Let me see.
You got some out butt?
Yeah, stand up, turn around. I mean, she got a little tutti fruity. I just need
I
need a little bit more meat on the bones.
Oh, you like them thick?
Yeah, I like them thick. I like them a little
like
heavy. You know, I like a little. You know, I like the jelly. It feels good. You know that after baby bird having all them kids, that meat feels special.
That little fupa.
It feels special. Oh, that fupa, I lay right next that motherfucker. It's a roof.
That forehead. It's a
house. It's a what is it?
Of love.
And I learned.
Okay.
They talking in code.
That's a song. He talking about they talking.
That's gay code.
No. Boy, you can't say you bisexual. Now you gay all of a sudden.
Okay.
Full blown. Now you see a lesbian syndrome.
No, I'm just a freak.
Just a freak. That's all she is.
Look. Kenya and Keke said so.
She's a freak.
Okay.
I put my
So, I guess we're going to see y'all next week, man. And we out.